Hello everyone, welcome to the session on transistor amplifier. In this session, we'll be discussing about one of the most commonly used transistor amplifier known as the common emitter amplifier. In short, it is also called as CE amplifier. In this session, we will be discussing about what we mean by an amplifier, what is the circuit diagram of common emitter amplifier, what is the working of common emitter amplifier, and finally, we will obtain the expressions for voltage gain, current gain, power gain, input resistance, and output resistance for CE amplifier using H parameter equivalent circuit. So friends, as you know that you are viewing this session on my YouTube channel, Learn with Prakash Khanade, and do not forget to subscribe to the channel. So friends, whenever you purchase a new TV, you will find that nowadays the TVs are LED TVs. They are very slim in size. When you purchase such new TV, you will find that the picture quality of the TV is very good, but many times the sound quality is not good. And therefore, you need to purchase one additional box, and that is being called as a home theater. So, what is that home theater? The home theater is just nothing but an amplifier, and this is being used to amplify the audio signal. Amplifier, you will find that is an electronic circuit or device that increases the amplitude of the input voltage or current. That is, when a low amplitude AC input is applied to the amplifier, then at the output we will get the higher amplitude AC output. That is, to the amplifier we apply AC and the output is also AC. But the only difference is that the amplitude of the input is low and the amplitude of the output will be high. You will find that the input signal frequency and the output signal frequency of the amplifier is same. That is, there is no change as far as the frequency is concerned. That is, the input frequency and the output frequency of the amplifier is same. So amplifier do not make any change in the frequency of the signal. When we take the output voltage and input voltage ratio, that is the ratio of the output voltage to the input voltage, and it is being called as a voltage gain of the amplifier. When we take the ratio of output current to the input current, then that is being called as the current gain of the amplifier. So your amplifier can amplify voltage as well as it can amplify current, and therefore we can say that the amplifier will increase the power of the input signal. You will find that amplifier is a very popular electronic circuit, and probably this is the only circuit which is being used almost in all applications or in all electronic devices. You will find that the amplifier is being used. Say for example, when we use radio receiver to hear the radio programs, or when we use television receiver to see the TV programs, then you will find that your radio receiver and television receiver both will contain the amplifier circuit. Apart from that, your computer system, your mobile phone, your CRO, that is catheter oscilloscope, any signal generator, all such devices will also contain the amplifier circuit. So almost any electronic device you can think of, and you will find that this device will contain the amplifier circuit. It is possible that we can construct the amplifier by using transistor. So we know that transistor is an active device, and by using this transistor, we can construct easily an amplifier. So there are three types of transistor amplifiers. The first one is called as the common emitter amplifier or CE amplifier. The second one is called as the common base amplifier or CB amplifier. And the third one is called as the common collector amplifier or CC amplifier. So these are the most commonly used types of amplifier: CE, CB, and CC. And in this session, we are going to discuss about this CE amplifier. We will discuss what is the circuit diagram of CE amplifier, how this amplifier works, and finally, we will obtain some expressions for this CE amplifier. So let us go for the study of C amplifier. As its name indicates, CE amplifier is an amplifier in which the emitter terminal of the transistor is being made common to both input and output. And that is the reason it is being called as a CE amplifier, common emitter amplifier. That is, emitter terminal is being made common to both input and output. Now, this is the circuit diagram for CE amplifier. You will find that this is a transistor, this is the emitter terminal, this is the base terminal, and this is the collector terminal. Emitter terminal is being made common to both input and output, and therefore emitter is grounded. You will find that a battery VBB is connected to the resistance RB to the base terminal. Then a battery VCC is being connected to the collector through the resistance RC. And these are the coupling capacitors. The input signal, AC signal, is being applied between base and emitter, and the output signal is taken from collector and emitter. So you will find that the input AC voltage, the voltage which we need to amplify, is being applied between base and emitter. The amplified output is being obtained between collector and emitter. Battery VBB is being connected in such a way that the base emitter junction of the transistor is forward biased. So remember that whenever we want to use transistor as an amplifier, then it's one junction, that is the base emitter junction, is forward biased, and the other junction, that is the base collector junction, is always reverse biased. So here we have connected the battery VBB in such a way that the base emitter junction is forward biased, because this is our NPN transistor, and therefore the positive of the battery is being connected to the P terminal or base terminal. Battery VCC is being used in such a way that the base collector junction of the transistor is reverse biased. So this will ensure that our transistor will be in active region. Coupling capacitors are used in this circuit. So whenever we want to couple some AC voltage, or whenever we want to take some AC output, then we use the coupling capacitors. So the purpose of these coupling capacitors is to couple only AC, and they will block the DC voltages. Resistance RB is being used here, and it is being called as a base resistance. And resistance RC is used here, and it is being called as a collector resistance. And emitter terminal, as shown in this diagram, you will find that it is grounded. So this is the most commonly used type amplifier, CE amplifier. And if you want to use this C amplifier, then you need to make connections like this. So here you will find that the input AC signal is being applied, and here you will find that we will get the amplified output. But the only difference between input and output is that the amplitude of output is higher than that of input. And also in C amplifier, you will find that there is a phase inversion. That is, when there is a positive half cycle of the input, then we will get the negative half cycle for the output. Now let us see how this amplifier works. Now initially you will find that this resistance RB, RC, these batteries VBB, VCC are so adjusted that the Q point of the transistor will be at the center of the DC load line. And when the Q point is at the center of the DC load line, then this will ensure that the transistor will always remain in active region. Now suppose we have applied the input AC. Now our input AC will have a positive half cycle, and it will have a negative half cycle. Now at the positive peak of the input, you will find that during the positive half cycle, the input will get added to the voltage VBB. And therefore you will find that the resistance of the transistor is being reduced, and the current in the circuit will increase. Now when larger current flows through the circuit, it means that there will be larger voltage drop across this resistance RC, because the voltage across the RC is being given by the current multiplied by resistance. So current is I, or you can call it as IC multiplied by RC. So when there is larger voltage drop across the RC, then it means that the less voltage to be dropped across the transistor. And we take the output. Here you will find that the output is taken between collector and emitter. That is, the output is VC. And therefore, you will find that as the input increases, the VCE will goes on decreasing. And that is the reason when we say that when we apply the positive half cycle to the input AC, then the output will increase in the negative direction. Now suppose we have applied the negative half cycle to the input AC voltage. Then you will find that the resistance of the transistor will increase because the voltage will decrease. Now less amount of the current will flow through the transistor and there will be less voltage drop across the resistance RC. And therefore you will find that the more voltage can be dropped across the CE junction. So the result is that when we apply the negative half cycle to the base of the transistor, then you will find that the output voltage will increases positively, because as I said, the output is taken between collector and emitter. So we observe that there is a kind of phase reversal, because when there is a positive half cycle to the input, at the output we are getting a negative half cycle. When there is a negative half cycle at the input, at the output we are getting a positive half cycle. And this is being called as a phase reversal. And this is the feature of the common emitter amplifier. That is, in CE amplifier, always there is a phase reversal. That is, for positive input, you will get negative output. Also, you will find that when the input signal changes in very small amounts, say, for example, when the base current IB changes in a very small amount, such as microamperes, then you will find that the collector current will changes in milliamperes. That is, the small change in the input current will have a very larger change in the output. And therefore, the amplitude of the output signal is much higher than that of the input signal. That is, we can say that the input signal is being amplified by the circuit. Now we will go for a practical CE amplifier. You will find that the earlier circuit that we have discussed for the CE amplifier will require the two batteries, one VBB that is being required for the base emitter junction, and another battery VCC is being required for base collector junction. But it is not suitable that we should use two batteries in one circuit. And therefore, what is being done is that most commonly only one battery is being used. And for such case, you will find that we need to use the biasing circuit for the transistor. So this is a voltage divider biasing circuit. The resistances R1, R2, RC, and RE, they will form the biasing resistances for the transistor. And we can use only one battery. And this such circuit is being called as the practical CE amplifier. That is, whenever practically we want to study CE amplifier, then we will be connecting the transistor as shown in this diagram. The input voltage, that is the AC input voltage, is being applied through the coupling capacitor to the base and emitter. Then you will find that the output is taken from the collector. Resistances R1, R2, RC, and RE are the biasing resistances. And there is one capacitor connected over here. And this capacitor will ensure that the emitter, AC potential at emitter is at ground level. So the working of the circuit is similar one. When you will find that we will apply some AC input here. Initially, you will find that the resistances R1, R2, RC, and RE are adjusted in such a way that the transistor will be always in the active region. When we apply some AC voltage, then you will find that the input current will go on increasing. When the input current goes on increasing, the output current will also goes on increasing. And you will find that the output voltage across the load resistance RL will increase in the negative direction. When the input is a negative half cycle, then in that case, you will find that the input current goes on decreasing and the output current will also decrease, and therefore the voltage across the RL will increase in the positive direction. That is, there will be a phase reversal between the input voltage and output voltage. But as I say, this circuit works as an amplifier. That is, the amplitude of the input voltage is being increased at the output. This is because a very small change in the input will cause a larger change in the output, and therefore the amplitude of the output voltage is much higher than that of the input voltage. Now let us go for analyzing the common emitter amplifier. So in order to analyze the common emitter amplifier, what we need to do is that we need to obtain first of all the H parameter equivalent circuit for CE amplifier. So here you will find that the transistor is being replaced by the input impedance HI, the current source GM into VB, and then this is the load resistance RL connected across the output terminals across which we obtain the output voltage. Output current is IC, input current is IB, input voltage is VB, and output voltage is VCE, and emitter is grounded. Now we can obtain the first expression, and that is being called as a voltage gain of C amplifier. Voltage gain of C amplifier is defined as the ratio of output voltage to input voltage. But when we look into the diagram, we can write the expression for output voltage as VO is equal to minus IC into RL. So you will find that this IC can be replaced as GM into VB, and therefore we can get this expression VA is equal to minus GM into VB into RL. Therefore, we can write the output voltage VO is equal to minus GM into RL into VI, because VB is just nothing but the input voltage VI, and therefore we can get the expression for the voltage gain VO divided by VI is equal to minus GM into RL. So the negative sign in this expression will indicate that there is a phase inversion between the input voltage and output voltage. So the voltage gain of the C amplifier will depend upon GM. The higher the value of GM, you will find that you will have the higher the value of voltage gain. Similarly, we can obtain the expression for the current gain. Current gain is being defined as output current divided by input current. In this case, output current is IC, input current is IB. And by definition, we know that IC divided by IB is just nothing but HFE of the transistor. So the current gain of the transistor will depend upon this parameter HFE. The higher the value of HFE, you will find that the higher will be the current gain for CE amplifier. Then we can obtain the expression for the power gain. Power gain is just nothing but the modulus value of voltage gain multiplied by modulus value of current gain. That is GM into HFE into RL. But GM can be replaced by HFE divided by HI, and therefore this expression can be written as HFE square divided by HI into RL. So you will find that if the voltage gain is higher and current gain is higher, then automatically the power gain will be much higher. Now we can obtain the expression for the input resistance. So input resistance of the amplifier is being defined as the resistance that is being present between the input terminals of the amplifier. And input resistance is just nothing but the input voltage divided by input current, that is VI divided by IB. But input voltage is just nothing but base to emitter voltage, VBE, therefore VBE divided by IB. And this is just nothing but the HI. Therefore, the input resistance of the C amplifier will depend upon this H parameter, HIE of the transistor. Similarly, we can obtain the expression for the output resistance. Output resistance is the resistance that is being present between the output terminals. You will find that for any transistor equivalent circuit, the output resistance is 1 upon HOE. If HOE is very small, then the reciprocal of it will be very high. And therefore, we can say that the output resistance of the C amplifier will depend upon the value of HOE. So thank you, friends, for viewing the sessions. Hopefully, you have understood the CE amplifier, its working, and its analysis by using the H parameter. In our next session, we will be discussing about another amplifier, and that is being called as a common base amplifier. So thank you, friends, for viewing the session. Thank you all.